Hey guys, welcome back to Bill's Retro Gaming Show, and on today's video I am going to do a review of the AtGames Legends Pro controller. Now, I had just gotten this in. GameStop has been having a sale going on for a while now where they've had the mini controller for $50 and the Pro controller for $100, but they've been a little bit hard to get from time to time. The mini was a little bit easier for a while. You could still order it online, but the AtGames Legends Pro, when it first went on sale at GameStop, within a few hours it was sold out online. You could only get it in stores where they had it available. So I missed out on it the first time. I had actually done a video talking about the sale, but by the time I had decided to pull the trigger on it, it was already too late. So I figured, well, that was going to be the end of it. And I happened to be looking early last week, and lo and behold, it was on the website again, available for order. So I jumped on it and ordered it right away, and it just came in today, actually, as I'm shooting this. So I figured, I would check it out and I would give you guys my thoughts on it. Now, I've checked the GameStop site. It is now, again, unavailable except for in stores. But I would say, if you're interested in this, keep an eye on GameStop, because I have a feeling that it goes in and out of stock and becomes available from time to time. So if you're interested in it, you may just want to keep an eye out for it and see when it becomes available, all right? But let's jump into it. I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to do setup. I'm going to show you a little bit, around the interface on it, and then I'm going to come back and give you my overall thoughts on the unit, all right? So let's get started. Okay, guys, so here it is. This is the AtGames Legends Gamer Pro, and I'm going to start with an unboxing and just show you everything that comes with it. Okay, here's everything. It comes in the box. Down so you can see. So you get a little hockey puck controller deck. This is what's going to plug into the TV. Got Ethernet port, HDMI port, USB, and micro USB, which I believe is for the power. And yeah, so that's that. And it comes with quite a few cables. You've got a USB cable there. You've got your micro USB for the power, and they actually do give you a little power brick. I did not think that it came with one of those, but it looks like it does. And this would be, I believe, the HDMI cable, which I'm actually not going to use for my setup because this is really short. I have a longer one to go to my receiver for where I want to put this, but it does come with one. Instruction booklet. And then, of course, here is the control deck itself. Get this out. See it a little better. There it is. So I was actually really surprised that it just came right in this box like this. I thought there was actually going to be another box within this one. Plastic off. This thing is really nice. Yeah, it's got some good weight to it, that's for sure. So here it is. This is the Legends Gamer. You got your joysticks, feel good. 8 buttons on each player's side. Trackball. Seems to spin kind of nice. Reminds me a little of the trackball on my Atari Legacy. It's nice. Your rewind button, player 1, player 2, the AtGames button, and power button. On the side here, see, you have the buttons for the pinball games. Oop, I turned it on. I guess it's powered up and ready. So you've also got your ports here. I believe this port right here is for connecting it to the AtGames Legends Ultimate, so that you could swap out the deck that comes with that with this one. Now, you know, this does not come with spinners like that one does, but it does have the 8 buttons on either side. So maybe there's a reason why you might want to swap it back and forth. But, you know, that's that. Got another USB cable here, and then power here, right, for charging this up. Did I? I'll have to figure that one out. I'll have to look at the instructions to figure out how you power up the rechargeable battery in this. But yeah, I just wanted to start with an unboxing, show you the controller, and show you what it all looks like. And then we will get this set up and see what it looks like when we're playing it. Okay, so let's see if we can set this up. So again, here is the little control puck that works with the control deck, and we're going to plug it in. Take HDMI, plug that into the HDMI port. Go. I have that plugged into my receiver here, which I'll change over in a second, and then micro USB to power it. Boom. And green light means we're powered on. You switch the TV over. There you go, Legends Gamer. And here we are on this. Sorry that I'm getting a lot of shine on the TV. I'm going to see if I can correct that a little bit as we go through this. But let me get some things set up and then we will come back. Okay, so in order to pair up the device, you're going to hit the little pairing button on the side and it will bring up this wireless pairing menu. You will wait for it to find your control deck. And once it does, you will just hit the pairing button again once to move down, and once you're on it, you will hold the pairing button and it will pair up to the control deck player 1. And once that's done, you'll see that it's paired and the screen will go away. So you'll hit the pairing button again to bring it back and wait for it to find control deck player 2. And then once it does, you will click the pairing button to move down. Once you're on it, you will click and hold the pairing button and it will pair up the player 2 on the control deck. And once that's done, you will be good to go and the control deck will be ready for use. Okay, so I stopped recording for a little bit so I could set up Wi-Fi, and I've upgraded to the latest firmware. So now let's just kind of check things out and see what it all looks like. So here you have featured games. You have favorites, which I haven't set up yet. You have games that have leaderboards. You see recently played, and then you have the different channels. So these are the Data East games, Disney games, Jalico, Taito, and Tetris. And then for platforms, you have arcade, Genesis, other consoles, and you can even do it by trackball or joystick. And of course, you have the ArcadeNet menu, which if you subscribe to, you can get games from there. You have your lobby for online games. You have your BYOG, which is where you can set up your add-on X and different things. You have your App Store X, which is where you can download the different pinball games, or your CoinOpsX or Pixel Arcade, you know, all that good stuff. And then, of course, you have the settings. And they did change the settings once I did the firmware. I think everything is a lot neater now. It's a little more condensed. So you have a basic settings, and then you have some advanced settings that you can get to, which is nice. I think it just makes it a lot neater and a lot easier to get to everything. Yeah, and that's the basic interface for the AtGames. And I believe it's very similar on the Legends as it is with the Pro controllers. But that's basically how you move around. So let's select the game and see how it plays. So I'm going to press A to select this. Press A again to get into the game. And here we go, we're into burger time. And I do like how they have the bezels on the side like that. It's a lot of fun. And you press the P1 to add a credit, and then P1 again to start. And here we are with burger time. And now I've turned all the sound off from when I recorded the video. So you're just going to have to hear my lovely voice as I talk and go over each of the features. If you press the home button, you get into the menu screen. And you can look at all the different configurations for it. You can center, you can fit, you can fill, you can go pixel perfect. You can turn scan lines on or off. You can have horizontal or vertical. And then back to the game. And I will say that the controls feel nice and responsive. I do like the way that they feel. So yeah, I didn't have any problems playing this game, and I just wanted to show you one of them and check it out. And then when you hit the home button again, then that's how you can quit and get back to the main menu. Now I want to show off another great feature of this system, and that's the ability to use something called CoinOpsX. If you want to know how to get CoinOpsX, how to set it up on your USB drive, there's going to be a link below to Wagner's Tech Talk. He does a great walkthrough along with a video from P-Dubs on how to do it. But what you're going to do is you're going to put the USB drive that you have CoinOpsX installed on into the hub. You're going to go to Settings, and you're going to go to Flash Drive X, and you're going to run Flash Drive X to format the USB drive. And then once that's done, you're going to mount it, and that will be the setup for how it will know to look for and run CoinOpsX on the USB drive. From there, you're going to go to the App Store, and you're going to launch CoinOpsX, and you're going to run install. Now once that's done, one thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to reboot the system before you run CoinOpsX. And once you have rebooted, you will go back to the App Store, where you will go to CoinOpsX again, hit A to select, and you will launch. And this will launch you into CoinOpsX. And then after it loads, you will come into this great little interface where you have this wheel on the side that goes through all the different games, and it comes up starting on all games, so you can cycle through every game in the list. And of course you can press A to launch a game, and this is 1942 playing, and of course it has a very similar look to the other games on the Pro, the ones that come with the Pro, where you have the bezels on the side and the game playing in the middle. And just like those games, if you hit the home button, you will bring up the same kind of a menu where you can control the display mode, the scan lines, and of course from here this is where you will quit to go back to the CoinOpsX screen. Now, there's way too many games to go through, so I'm not going to cycle through every single game. I think there's something like 1,600 games. But if you toggle the joystick left and right, you can go through Last Played, you can go through What's New, you can go through Arcade Classics, old school games, co-op games, 3-player games, 4-player games, the Daphne Laserdisc games, beat 'em ups, fighting games, light gun games, which work great with the trackball, maze games, platforms, puzzle games, racing games, run and gun style games, shoot 'em ups, spinner games, which unfortunately this one doesn't have a spinner, sports games, trackball games, twin stick games, which you can do with the dual sticks on this machine, vector games, vertical games, ball and paddle games, Atari Classics, Capcom Classics, Cave Classics, Data East Classics, Irem Classics, Konami Classics, Midway Classics, Namco Classics, Neo Geo Classics, Nintendo Classics, SNK Classics, Sega Classics, Taito Classics, Williams Classics. And then back to all games. And there you have it. That's just a little taste of CoinOpsX running on the AtGames Legends Pro controller. Okay, so that is my look at the AtGames Gamer Pro controller. And I gotta say overall that I really do like it. I think it's a great controller. Works really well. You know, as you can see, it was pretty easy to move around and get to everything. There are 150 built-in games, and the filters make it easy to find what you're looking for, which is really nice. There is a feature that I didn't really get a chance to check out for this review, and that is the BYOG, or Bring Your Own Game feature, that lets you stream games from your computer to the unit so you can play them on your TV or whatever. There is a subscription or kind of pay-as-you-go option if you need to stream games through the cloud. But if you just stream them locally on Wi-Fi, it is a free service. So that's something I definitely want to check out and see how well that works. The CoinOpsX feature is actually really nice. That was one of the reasons I wanted this, was to be able to check that out and play around with that, because, you know, again, having 150 built-in games is nice, but being able to add close to 16 or over 1,600 games is even better. And I have to say that for the most part, that worked really, really well. The setup of that was really easy. Again, I'm going to have a link in the description below to Wagner's Tech Talks site so that you can know exactly step by step how to do that if you're interested in doing that as well. A couple of things I did notice with this unit. There were a few games that didn't play all that well, some higher end games. Some of the Laserdisc games seemed a little stuttery. Now, I don't know if that's just because I had a cheaper USB stick, or if the unit just wasn't powerful enough for it, but that was just something that I noticed. And also on the latest firmware for the AtGames Pro, there's an issue with CoinOpsX where it won't let you exit out once you go into it. You're supposed to be able to hit the rewind button to exit back to the main menu, and the rewind button did absolutely nothing. You actually have to unplug the unit and plug it back in, basically shut it back off and on, which was kind of a bummer. But not, you know, that big of a deal. I'm hoping that they will fix that in a firmware upgrade again soon. But there is another option. If once you have the CoinOpsX set up, you can go to the BYOG menu, you can go to the add-on X, and those games will show up there too. You just don't get that nice wheel menu with all the cool graphics. You don't get the filter options. The filter options are very limited from there, so trying to scroll through that many games can be difficult, but it is an option to play it that way and not have to worry about not being able to back out of the CoinOpsX. So just something to keep in mind. And another thing that I just wanted to bring up really quick, because I wasn't sure when I opened the unit, the control panel has the connector for the Legends Ultimate. It has a USB and it has a DC output for power, and of course it doesn't come with a DC plug-in power cord. So I was a little, I didn't understand that at first until I read the directions, and I realized that you actually power the unit, you actually recharge the rechargeable battery in it through USB. So you plug in a USB, you plug that into your computer or into a power brick, and that will charge it, or you can play it on power that way. The DC input for power is actually if you're putting it into your ALU, your AtGames Legends Ultimate. That's how it plugs in to get power from there. So just something that I wanted to mention on the unit in case you're looking at this and you're wondering about it. But overall, I gotta say, I'm very impressed with it. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. It definitely makes me want to get the AtGames Legends Ultimate stand up at some point too, having played with this. But for now, this is a great alternative. And yeah, that's it. So again, I bought mine on GameStop where they had them for $100, and if you see it on there, it's definitely worth getting for sure. They go in and out all the time. Like I said, I bought mine, and then within a day or something, they weren't available online anymore. So you just got to keep an eye on the GameStop website to see when they are available again, or maybe check your local one and see if they have it in stock for that price. But that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this review. If you are subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put out a new video, and feel free to share this wherever you think it's appropriate. That's it for now, and I will see you again in the future. Have a great day. Take care.